the run. It's Montgomery. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
On the set. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hauser. Pulls it in, it's Wright. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Rainbow Warriors can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To pass. Fakes to grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the defense aimed got him at the 27. So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 3rd down in his own territory. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Hits the open man. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. this drive from the 18-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line assignments. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man on the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back in the ball. You got to flush it out. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Bringing the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides inside. The Pirates are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. It's a single. Touchdown. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlock after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Barfield. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throwing the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Find space on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you're running the ball well, QBs love linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Quick strike to the week. He's brought down at the 41-yard line to pick up a 5 and enough for a first down. And the Pirates in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hauser. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Back in their own end, and they stop the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Send the tight end in motion. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And it's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Here on 3rd down. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking at space. And he'll work the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Wild. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42. The Pirates, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down and second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here to keep his offense on the field.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll bring him to within 4. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Barfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to throw, it's right. Pocket bring down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness of Billy Gaynor gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Pirates are rolling down the field. They're going back to the ground. Brought down at the 26-yard line after he picked up 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They'll run for it. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yeah, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, for it every single time.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Just threw behind his pad. And they catch it in for a score. Touchdown, ECU.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Barfield. Flips a tackle, and he's got room. All kinds of room to the right. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Hauser. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Catch in the middle is Smith. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. And the Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Intercepted, and the defense will set him up.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Defense showing blitz here. Second down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
That's caught. It's White. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Let's try to throw the football.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Gonna swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. Maybe breathing more life into this team. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. East Carolina has it back, in the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness this. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Pirates can really attack on this second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't